Alrighty. I think I'll sit more up front because I tend to slouch if I sit too backwards. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about how I did 300K in sales on one store from one product in October of 2018. So let's get started. So first of all, guys, I want to talk about the product, how I found it, and blah, 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 all right, blah, 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 blah. So originally I launched this is a dropship product, by the way. I launched it back in earlier this year, January, and it didn't do really well. It got a couple sales here and there, but overall it was unprofitable and it was a fail. And funny thing is, I usually go back and review my ad account, my campaigns, and just see which products. I just do lifetime, I sort by lifetime of data, and then I go down and see each campaign and see the reason why each campaign died. And this particular product had a very high CTR. So what that means is, if you guys are on Facebook ads, that means that there's a lot of people interacting with ad. So the click-through rate, the click on the ad is insane. It was like, I think it was like 4%, I think 4% link click. It was insane. I was like, the hell is going on here? So people are definitely interested in this product, but the sales were really bad, like in terms of the profitability. And I was wondering like why. Back in Q1, it was like, whatever, right? I'll just shut it off and we'll launch another product and we'll keep going. And so this particular product, I was like, okay, maybe I should go ahead and relaunch it for Q4 and see if it will take off. Because in Q4, like things that don't work regularly will work and work very well in Q4, which is freaking crazy. And so we took this ad and we modified the creative and the offer a little. So we just made it more so on the holiday season side. So get this for your family, get this for your friends, they'll love it, blah blah, you know what I mean? So we took that and we placed that on the ad copy on top, and we made sure that it was apparent that it was for a holiday sale on all of our platforms, Shopify, the checkout, everything. And so from that, we started seeing really good numbers from it. And another tip for you guys, we hardly see products past the 3rd day mark. If they don't perform past the 3rd day mark, that's a bad sign. So most of my winners usually at the 1st day, they start performing like crazy well, like out of the bat, like 87 cents CPA, some like crazy shit like that. Most of my winners, and this was no exception. It was doing really well, and we just ran with it. So I want to talk about ad strategy right now, and I know you guys are probably dying to know what ad strategy we use. So what we did was we took the interests that were working that we targeted. So we targeted very broad, and I talked to a lot of my e-commerce buddies, and it seems like targeting broad is the best way to go about targeting in 2018 right now. So we see that targeting niche doesn't work as well as targeting audiences with 50 million people, 100 million people. I feel like that works a lot better than going to niche. And so we would put like one interest that was 50 million or like 100 million, and we'd throw it into an ad, and it would work really well. So we're like, shit, okay, let's just do more of them. Just like crank them out, do as many of these like one interest, 50 million, 100 million audiences as we possibly could. So we ended up doing like, I don't know, 25 of them, and we all placed them like $50, $100 a daily budgets on auto bid. And it just did really well overall. And we were like, shit, okay, all right, now what? Because you can't just keep testing. You should always keep testing horizontally, not like stop, but you should look at vertical scaling, because that's how you really get the volume. Because if you have 10 $100 ad sets that are on auto bid, that is equivalent to a $1,000 a day ad. So if you want to do volume, definitely it makes sense to do 10 $1,000 ads instead of 10 $100 ads. So we just started bumping the budget 25% a day. So $100 a day would be $125 a day next day, and just keep bumping it up all the way up to, I think the peak that we were seeing where it started getting unprofitable because Facebook, when the scaling pattern, when you're going vertically, it looks like this, like it's a bell curve, right? It's a bell curve. So on the beginning, you're getting really good results, right? Really good results. This is the incline of the bell curve. And then it starts to go up, like your price, we're talking about CPA right now. So your price keeps going up, and it gets to that point where it's unprofitable. And that is, for me, what we saw at this particular campaign was around $1,500 daily budget. So the more we pushed it up, the higher the CPA got. And so we were like, shit, we were doing like 30-40% net margin, and then it started dropping, like the net margin started dropping like crazy. Our CPA started getting out of hand. We're doing like 15% net, 10% net. And that was really scary. We're at like 15K a day and you're at like 10-15% net. You don't know, let's just say Facebook has a bad day the next day and you will lose like $2,000 to $5,000 easily if they have an issue with your account. So there's always, you always want to have that buffer, like 20-30% minimum buffer of profitability, so you can take those hits. So we just started scaling down after we hit like around $1,500 a day. It came back down to around $1,000 a day was about our sweet spot per ad set. And then we just kept running them, and we were doing really well, really profitable. We're always looking for more audiences to scale, but there's only a couple of lookalikes that were really performing well, and we kind of just let it sit. We didn't really push it too hard, especially our supplier was having fulfillment issues. So we were like, we could potentially have done $500 to $1 million that particular month, but our supplier and our supply chain was having issues, especially with lead time and bulk ordering. It was a pain in the ass. So we decided just to take it chill, just let it cruise, take the profits along the way, and just keep it consistent. So as you can see, it's pretty consistent until the pixel change happened. So the pixel change, if you guys don't know, occurred on October 24th, and it was when Facebook decided to do first-party cookie analytics tracking. So what that means is, if you guys haven't heard about the whole issue with Safari blocking Facebook's pixel, you guys should read about that. Especially if you guys are Facebook marketers, you should read about that. Like Safari pulled out this update from the Mojave, I think that's what Mojave update. I don't know. I'll just put it up here somewhere. But they pulled out this new update, and now Safari now blocks Facebook analytics tracking. So it's like, shit, now Facebook, like I think 30% of mobile traffic, I think, is Safari. And so that's a huge percent of your traffic. So that was a big issue for Facebook, and they're like, fuck, right? And Facebook was like, all right, you know what? We're gonna do something different, and we're gonna one-up you, Apple. And they went ahead and went with first-party analytics tracking. So anyways, as you can see, the results got pretty inconsistent. Like it went from it was like this, stable, up, stable at around 10-15K a day. Started dipping slowly as I was starting to cut down the budget a little bit more. And then on the 24th and the 25th and the 26th is when it really started crashing because I think it's because of the pixel changes. You don't ever really know because your CPAs could skyrocket for any fucking reason. But for this particular month, that was the issue. So midday on the 26th, we turned off all ads because business ad manager crashed, didn't even load, it was not loading at all. And then we went up and we relaunched everything the same night. And the next day you can see the uptrend back towards, I think it was like 8K a day. And then, if that wasn't, and we started maintaining that around right now. So that's the issue. Like, you never know what Facebook's gonna do and never know how it's gonna roll out. Usually when Facebook rolls out a new update or a change, it causes a lot of issues. And I feel like, Facebook never really tests everything before they roll out a feature, and it affects a lot of people. So like for this pixel change, it affected a lot of my friends' businesses and mine, including mine. So I think it's a takeaway for you guys. I'm just gonna recap it for you. make sure you guys test products that did not work before in Q1, Q2, Q3, and you'll find that some of them, if not all of them, will start working in some scale or form in Q4. Next thing is be ready for Facebook to be a pain in the ass when you're scaling. Dude, like honestly, Facebook is the most unreliable thing ever. It's super hard to predict what they're gonna do, and the only thing you can really do is just adapt, learn fast, make sure you're in a mastermind with people who are also running e-commerce business at your level. So like for me, I can just ask, hey guys, are you guys experiencing this? And people will let me know. So it's also really helpful to have that network. So make sure you associate yourself with people who are doing the same thing. So that's gonna be the end of this video. Hopefully you guys got a lot of value from it. I'm gonna go ahead and ask you for the like. So if you like this video, go ahead and give me a like and drop a comment down if you have any questions. Also, if you guys have not checked out The Biggest Gainer, guys, you guys gotta check it out, because I thought this idea early on this week, and we're taking Kyler, who pretty much is a complete stranger to me, right? And we are gonna teach him everything he needs to know about e-commerce and Facebook ads, and we're gonna transform his life. So we're gonna take it on a documented journey on the YouTube series, and hopefully it's valuable to you guys. If you guys are beginners, it's gonna be super good for you. So with that being said, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.